review. Okay. So we went a little bit further than we got. Well, no, we knew we needed to take the cabinets down. But we had been told microwave kitchen fire before. And so okay, that's fine. But everything we've taken back down has got smoke damage behind it. So we're taking all the drywall down and replacing all the drywall.
Our hope is that when we take the drywall down, we don't find something behind it that we don't want to find.
Hey, it's just what could it be?
Like that big bug right there?
That's not a big bug. You're so mean, Jim Wilson.
It could be though.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so all the drywall's coming down. Incredible news, we are redoing the window.
For those of you who were concerned about it, it's going to happen. It really should happen. We didn't want to postpone it, but we've got an opportunity to replace it.
We have incredible friends who just took care of it. We are so humbled by it.
We're going to be picking up an appropriate window and framing it in. And
all of the yucky, let me just turn this way. All of this, all these, all this, it's all coming out.
And if there's more up there?
Yeah, that's all coming out. And all new header put in. We're putting in, it'll be like putting in a new construction window.
But now is the time to do it. Taking it apart later, you're right, it wouldn't happen. It'd just be too crazy to try to do.
So, yeah.
So we do a little more work, take a little longer to get our kitchen
Guess
back.
what we're doing on Christmas Day? You know, it's interesting that when you don't know something is wrong, you wipe off your counters and put your dishes away and everything is fine.
Ignorance is bliss, is that what you just said?
But now it's like, oh, I can't turn my eyes to that. I mean, that has to come down and Jim, turn over to here. Or just bring it over. Right here, this is smoke that had come down in between where the two cabinets were. So, you know, I was already gonna clean them and scrub them and sand them and paint them, but now it's gonna be so cool because all the walls will be ours, all the cabinets will be ours, everything, the window will be ours, the sink will be ours, the insulation will be ours. We know what's there.
It's going to be clean, it's going to be sealed, it's going to be...
You know, we're kind of building this house.
Well, it's a thorough remodel that we're doing, seriously.
Thorough.
So yeah, I mean, we're going to be happy with what we have. We're going to be confident in what we have. It's going to last.
I don't want to mess up my light.
We don't have to do anything to the light. We can work around.
I love my light. Do you remember my light? I think you can still see it. Yeah. That light. It's one of my first videos. What we made in this house was
those lights in.
Showing those lights and the stenciling around it. Cool. Okay. Well, that's a good way to end the evening.
We actually got something done.
I do want to just say this. I want to say go out on a really, and I haven't warned you about this, so I'm going to tell mine and you're going to have to tell yours. Newsletters going out in the morning, and I did an article, just a really short article on Remember Christmas. Remember something about your Christmases in the past, and so one of the articles that I told, well, actually I'm going to tell a different one from what is in the newsletter. So if you haven't got the newsletter, it's at the end of the video. You can just go to heartinessapproach.com and sign up for it there. But one of my memories of a Christmas was in my 2nd grade, and you're going to tell a memory of your Christmas as a boy.
2nd grade?
Any time as a boy.
You think I can do that?
I know. You can. So in the 2nd grade, we lived in what was really base housing, but my dad wasn't in the military. He was in the he was a civil engineer, and we lived on the base and in Nevada. And that particular year, we lived where my grandpa and grandma were.
Was it Area 50?
No, it was not Area. And
you didn't tell me if it was.
my mom made me and my sister and I, we had a card table, and she made a fabric house that slid over the card table, and it had a pitch on it. And you stuck a plumber. Is that what it's called? A plumber's friend?
Plumber's friend.
Plumber's friend. Plunger.
Clean, brand new and clean.
Yeah, brand new and clean. And stuck it underneath so that it peeked up. And it had little rickrack windows and everything. So that was what my mom made. And then my grandma made us each equivalent of a rag doll, but beautiful work, like crocheted hair and a whole wardrobe, coats and dresses and everything. The coat was lined in silk, and she made all of this beautiful, beautiful set of things. I still have the doll. I still have the coat. I'll show it to you sometime when actually I could show it to you right now while he's telling his story. It was a Christmas when I knew that the whole family had chipped in to make things, and it was such a special Christmas. I've never ever forgotten it.
Okay, while you were talking, I remembered a few Christmases, and there's actually 2. They were back to back. I can't remember which one was first and which one was second, but they fit together kind of interestingly. Where we were living, my parents were renting a house that there were like several houses there that had been moved. There was a mining town about 50 miles or so away that had been shut down, and for years there had been nobody there. And instead of letting the buildings go to waste, people bought the buildings and moved them from that abandoned mining town to where we were at, and they put them up and so on.
We're in the dark again.
And that's one of the houses that we lived in. Anyway, it just kind of setting the stage for there. And I remember one year that I was on our porch, and I wasn't looking for presents. In fact, it was a long time till Christmas, and I was climbing up on something to get something else, and I fell, and something poked me in the rib, and I pulled the blanket back that was on there because I thought it was like a couch or a bed or something that was sitting there, and it was the bicycle from the store that I really wanted. I covered it back up, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to know about that. So that year I got a bicycle for Christmas. Really nice bicycle, you know, the kind that had the around the frame, the big things around the frame, and just, you know, streamers on the handle. It was really awesome. And it snowed a lot that year. Where we lived, there was lots of snow, and that year was an exceptional snow year. So I didn't get to ride my bike until like May. The next year, my parents bought me a sled.
And it didn't snow.
And it didn't snow at all. I was riding my bike at Christmas. So what can I say?
That sounds like a story.
It was my story.
Here's my doll. See, she's got crocheted hair, embroidered eyes, and this is actually a sweater that my mom made that was on me when I was a baby. That's my doll that I got when I was in the 2nd grade.
Kind of fun remembering Christmas.
Yeah. Remember Christmas. Go to the newsletter. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, and and Friday we will have our live.
That would be tomorrow.
Yep.
Which is today.
Well, this comes out tonight.
Okay.
So Friday we will have our live, and we will we are going to talk about ways that empty nesters celebrate Christmas when they are not with their children. Come with lots of ideas. We have some fun things to talk about.
See you then.